Shifting focus to Niger, the United States has pulled out its remaining troops from the West African nation. The U.S. handed over its last military base, the Air Base 201, to the authorities in Niger. The large base, located in the city of Agadez in northern Niger, was a crucial hub for American counterterrorism operations in the country. It was a drone base that cost up to $110 million to the U.S. It was one of the largest U.S. drone bases in Africa and of high strategic importance. It enabled Washington to conduct intelligence and surveillance covering almost the entire Sahel region. In Niger, U.S. troops were helping Mali to counter extremism. They were first deployed in the country in 2013. More than a decade later marks their complete exit.
Over the past decade, U.S. troops have trained Niger's forces and supported partner-led counterterrorism missions against Islamic State and Al-Qaeda in the region. The U.S. Department of Defense and the Nigerian Ministry of National Defense recognize the sacrifices made by both nations' forces.
The U.S. and France had more than 2,500 military personnel in the region. However, after the military coup in Niger in July of last year, the junta regime drifted away from the traditional Western allies and has now grown closer to Russia, Turkiye and Iran. While France completed its withdrawal from Niger in December last year, the U.S. was asked to do so in March of this year. The U.S. was given a deadline of mid-September for the withdrawal. The U.S. military officials said they would do it by early August. Nearly 800 soldiers pulled out of a base in the capital of Niamey in early July. Around 200 had remained at the Agadez base, which they have now exited. Around less than 24 U.S. officials still remain in Niger for the administrative work. A joint statement from Niger's defense ministry and the U.S. military said coordination would continue over the coming weeks to make sure the pullout is complete. Now, just like Niger, Western troops are also exiting neighboring Mali and Burkina Faso. They are also junta-led states, and they have all forged better ties with Moscow. Russian mercenary forces are now assisting in the battle against the extremists. The three military-led nations have formed the Confederation of Sahel States after exiting the regional bloc ECOWAS. Meanwhile, the U.S. has also begun withdrawing troops from Chad, a country in Central Africa. The Sahel nations are also hit by armed insurgency. A big reason behind the Western troops' withdrawal from the region is that even after decades-long presence, terrorism in the Sahel has not been suppressed, while anti-West sentiment has only grown. Niger junta said the troops' presence violated their sovereignty and cited the lack of proper diplomatic etiquette and arrogance displayed by U.S. officials during their visit, as they warned Niamey of closer ties with Moscow. The troops' withdrawal is a major setback for the U.S. in Africa, which is trying to engage and create influence in the region. Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can we expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alyson coming to you from Durban, South Africa.